I'm interested to see the stabilization on this thing because, you know, you can see my tripod or my gimbal is massive versus this thing.
Which really is not even a gimbal. This is just stick.
I mean, I know it's an action cam, but the only thing I really have a small issue with is that there's no audio input.
I don't think the plug-in that they have for the Osmo Pocket works on this. The battery on this at 4K 30 frames per second will run for a little more than an hour. I mean, that's continuous recording for a little more than an hour. So, you know, and batteries are $19.95.
$25 action cam I saw on Amazon.
Okay.
So bad I didn't even bother doing the review. However, all kinds of different mounts.
Ooh, nice. A clip mount for I can clip it onto a backpack.
Quarter 20 mount.
Nice.
All right, so I'm going to try to keep the specs under 1 minute. Anyway, the camera is 4,000 by 3,000 pixels. It is a 1/2/3 sensor. ISO goes from 100 to 3200 in both video and photo. Single, countdown, timer, burst, and AEB, auto exposure balance, for HDR photography. Video is up to 100 megabytes per second, 4K 16 by 9, 60, 50, 48, 30, 25, and 24 frames per second. 1080p up to 240 frames a second, 200, 120, 160, 50, 48, 30, 25, 24 frames per second. 720p goes up to 240 frames per second. Obviously, this is all slow motion, which is great. You can shoot HDR video, 4K 30 frames a second, 25 frames a second, and 24 frames per second. 2.7K 30, 25, and 24. 1080p 30, 25, and 24. It does time-lapse, shoots RAW and JPEG, uses a micro SD card up to 256 gigs. It has a 1300 milliamp battery that takes about 90 minutes to charge from fully drained. It can shoot 1080p for up to 135 minutes and 4K up to 63 minutes with Rocksteady turned on. It has a 1.4-inch front screen, a 2.25-inch back touch screen. It weighs 124 kilograms, and it's made out of metal and magic and works with a ton of GoPro accessories. We've given the Osmo Action to some of the toughest subjects to capture in the world. 6-year-olds. What do you think, Oliver? Was that fun? I think we gave it a pretty fair test. Both of us have had a workout, fat guy and old guy. So
and chasing a little one.
it looks like they enjoyed themselves. So my overall impressions of the DJI Osmo Action is, well, pretty positive. I mean, I enjoy using it way more than I've enjoyed using any other GoPro. And let me see real quick. And it's kind of cool. Not gonna lie, look at that. Word up, standard, is that, yeah, long angle clip. But The Rocksteady appears, from the footage I've already seen, the Rocksteady appears to be pretty stinking awesome. And carrying around that big thing that I'm torturing Paulette with right now. So, Kevin, I think...
You think I made a good deal?
I think you...
did a good purchase on this?
I think you did. I think this is pretty solid. And I don't know, I still haven't played with the Osmo Pocket, but...
I haven't either. And you know, the Osmo Pocket is for people that are trying to do more cinematic stuff and more for travelers, like just travelers going around cities and places. This is more for the action adventurer.
Yeah. Honestly, I think this is more, I don't think I would ever hand Oliver an Osmo Pocket.
Well, no,
he would break it.
Oh, right. Yeah, this is definitely not as delicate as the Osmo Pocket.
This is like a camera for parents.
Yes, it is.
Come to think of it, it's a good camera for parents too.
Yes.
But yeah,
I mean, part of the reason that I liked it too was London. She loves doing the videos and loves doing selfies. And if you saw her in any of this video, she was having a blast running around with this and just talking to her little imaginary audience. So, all right, just to reiterate, right now, what we're shooting on in this camera right here is a Sony a7 III on a Ronin S with a 28 millimeter f2 lens. So you're talking about a $2,000 camera with $800 lens, that's $2,800, and another $800 in the Ronin. So you're looking at $3,600 for this camera. And how much is the Osmo Action? The Osmo Action is $349. I got the Osmo Action, the stick, and the 120 gig hard drive for under $390.
So $390 versus $3,600. Obviously, you know what I would pick if I had to choose between the two. Obviously, I would go with this one. But this one, for under $400, a camera that is this stable. This is not on a gimbal, by the way. This right here is not on a gimbal at all. And look at that. I'll shake the crap out of it. You see what I'm doing there? On the camera, you see me shaking this? I don't know what it's gonna look like, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it does better on the up and downs than it does the side to side, but it doesn't, in the experiments I've seen with it, it doesn't have that rolling effect. When you go from side to side or things, moving it from side to side, you don't get that rolling action effect.
Yeah, and
look how stable that even looks. Just
on the screen, it looks extremely stable. I don't know about rolling shutter, but we're about to see what this looks like on the computer and what you're all seeing. So, hey, this one under 400. Of course, we're not comparing it to a GoPro 7 because we don't have a GoPro 7, but you know what I do have right now is the ability to see myself in the screen. I know for a fact that GoPro doesn't have that. Everybody knows that. That feature right there.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Is sickening. I love that.
Right.
Stop recording. That's pretty awesome. I like that. Paulette, stop recording.
Got me in overdrive. I'm running, yet you've done it.